Here are some more of our mission field experiences. This is part 4 in series 1. We're looking at the Shunem School at the C3 Centre. This presentation will show you some of what takes place at Shunem Home Junior School, which is conducted in the multi-purpose C3 complex at Kismethpur. It operates as an adjunct to the Shunem Home, which is about 1 kilometre away. This school was established by Brother Tim and Sister Sarah Galbraith to cater for the younger aged children at the home, while the older children attend 2 of the local schools in the area. Here is the map of India. The red dot shows where Kismethpur is, and at this location is the Shunem Home and also the C3 Centre where the junior school is held. The 2 facilities are about 1 kilometre apart. So this session, the Shunem School at C3. This is the C3 Centre building, as seen from one of the entry gates. Coming down the laneway from the Shunem Home, about 1 kilometre away, you come to 2 entry gates. This is the second of the 2 gates that give access to the compound. This is looking out of the other side, looking away from the school, out into the rural area. Some of the scenery. This is a herd of water buffalo walking down the laneway. That man isn't with them, he just happens to be walking by. Now, plenty of mouths to feed to go to school. Here is some dedicated kitchen workers getting their little bags ready for the children. They'll be putting this food here in the bags, in those containers, as well as some other bits and pieces to take with them to school. Here's the children in the morning getting ready to go to school. They get up early, they have their breakfast, they do some Bible reading. The seated children with the blue and white check uniform will be going down to the C3 Centre. The older children in the different uniforms. There's 2 different uniforms here, as you'll see. One has a burgundy coloured shirt, the other has a striped shirt on the boys, and the girls have the striped tunics. So they go to 2 separate schools that cater for this age group in the vicinity of Shunem. Here's the younger group coming down that laneway that I mentioned, entering one of the gates to enter into the C3 Centre for their day's schooling. Here they come. I see you. I'm hiding behind this bush. I was hiding behind the bush so they wouldn't see me. I've seen. Here they are. Good morning, children. Great game. Yeah. Not camera shy, some of these kids. Oh. All got their little lunch boxes. Yeah. Keep going. Yeah. Here's Auntie Sarah. Hello. Right. Neighbours watching them. Now they've entered the school at the back of the shoes. Yes, all their shoes don't fit. Actually, they don't have their own uniform. They wash the uniforms every day or every second day or something, but they put all the sizes out. So whatever the size is, you just grab a uniform. So you might not get the same one twice. But yeah.
Belt. Oh, up there.
Yeah, and we've got belts.
Aren't they pretty? This is I mean, not the buckle, Mark.
Oh, we've got to look at this buckle. Okay, let's have a look.
In Christ, our future. Nice style, isn't it?
This style.
Learning centre.
Upside down.
These are the buckles on the belt. Oh, you got one too. Aha. Okay, let's go.
Buckle missing with the shoe.
Ah, yes. Thank you.
Check.
Yeah.
So these ones are cracking across here. Look.
So they do their exercises outside before they go into class. Here we go with some exercises. And they also do action songs before school starts. Then when they've done their exercises and their action songs, they break up and they go to their classrooms. They learn in English, the teachers speak to them in English, their books are in English, and they break up into various classes at different times of the day. So they have their social studies class, they would break up to a maths class and an English class, and so on. They all sit down around these tables and work very quietly and well. Here's some more of them being interrupted for a photo, but nonetheless still quite attentive to the work in hand. And then they have their nutrition drink, which is a regular thing they have, a supplement. And here they are, drinking it now, enjoying it.
There's no camera showing.
We'll watch some more of that because it's such an enjoyable thing.
Drinking it.
Well, here's a couple of young lads enjoying themselves. They also get some snacks to have with this nutrition drink, this morning break, and they get some bits of fruit cut up for them too, so they get a bit of a nice balance in their diet. They do some physical activities and exercises together. Here's some of the younger ones and some younger ones. This is the most junior group. Very strenuous work for these young kids. He's enjoying himself. You might have seen him in that green slime the other day in the Shunem Home presentation, where he scrubbed up pretty well. There he is again, the littlest fellow in the group. But school is very tiring, as we all know, and it's nap time for these little ones now. Well, here they are coming to school on another day in their sports uniform. We saw them cleaning their white shoes, didn't we, in the part 3 on Shunem Home. Well, here's their white shoes and their sports uniform.
Carrying your lunch boxes?
And here they are, not too shy of the camera, all happy little kids on their way to school. All lined up in the assembly hall, ready to get their instructions for the morning. Nice and clean, aren't they? Bright and attentive. Doing some exercises. You'll see that letter J on the screen. That's the alphabet. They go through the alphabet and they do activities to each letter of the alphabet. Again, in their lessons, sitting around their table, bringing up their homework for checking their homework. And now it's time to leave and go home in the afternoon after the activity at school. We're all going back to Shunem now. And you've got to sing that song. We're going to Shunem, we're going to Shunem.
What's the next line?
You don't know that
That's
one?
it. This next line's the same as the other line.
It's a great song. Well, I don't know that they were convinced about the song, but they are going home back to Shunem. And so our tour of the Shunem School for junior students concludes here, as these children are about to make their way back to the Shunem Home for their afternoon activities ahead of dinner and Bible readings and homework and their nightly rest. We hope you enjoyed seeing how the school operates with the eagerness of the children to learn and the dedication of the staff to teach them in the happy and safe environment created at the C3 Centre.